So it'll be showing on Facebook as well. Let them know that we're live. So you need to go back down to Zoom. Go over to him.
Here?
Okay, and you'll see it's live.
Where's everybody
It's
at?
just showing him. So you can actually talk and let everybody know that maybe watching on Facebook. We're going to be starting in X amount of minutes.
Well, I don't know when. Get some kids.
Just say in 5 minutes because you're going to have to start. Come on. Text.
So we're currently live on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to say anything because it's easy, but be careful what you say
Okay.
because you're lying.
You want to wait a couple minutes? Okay.
And you start typing because you're live on Facebook.
Hello. We ready to get started? Hello, everyone out there. I think we're ready to get started. I'm just waiting for the thumbs up. I got the thumbs up. Okay. I hope everyone is doing well out there. I'm Mr. Frank from Music Play Patrol, based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and today we are going to do a musical story. I've come up with a really cool version of Jack and the Beanstalk, and for this activity, I'm going to change my voice, okay? Now, I want to see if you all can make a really big, scary face and big noise. Can you make a really big, scary face? Let me see. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Big, scary face. Ready, set, go. Maybe it's a little more angry, right? But we're going to do this story, and it's going to be a little bit different than the traditional Jack and the Beanstalk story. But I think you all are going to enjoy it. Now, before we get started, I want to sing our hello song. So it goes like this. Can you all clap your hands like this wherever you are? We're going to clap our hands to the beat. And our hello song goes like this. Let's say hello to our friends, to our friends, to our friends. Say hello to our friends. We're glad you're here today. Now, I'm going to play a drum that I'm sitting on. It's called a cajon drum. And it sounds like this. So I'm going to sing our hello song, and I hope that all of you watching are going to dance along and sing our hello song with me, okay? So let's stand up and let's rock out. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's say hello to our friends, to our friends, our friends. Say hello to our friends. We're glad you're here today. I am so happy to be here with you guys doing our story. Let's do a little dance. Here we go. Let's do a dance with our friend, with our friend, with our friend. Do a dance with our friend. We're glad you're here today. Oh yeah. Now let's make a really scary face. Now make a scary face with our friends. Make a scary face with our friends. We're glad you're here today. Now let's move really slow with our friends. With our friends. With our friends. Let's move very slow with our friends. We're glad you're here today. Now, when I count to 3, we're going to go really, really fast. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. Now, go really fast with our friend, with our friend, with our friend. Let's go really fast with our friend. We're glad you're here today. Go really fast with our friend, with our friend, with our friend. Go really fast with our friends. We're glad you're here today. Yeah, very good job, everybody. Give yourselves a big hand. Now, I want to do one more activity before we start our story. It's the 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate, okay? And we're going to do body rhythms for this activity. So we're going to tap on our laps like this. All right, and keep a nice steady rhythm. Are you ready? Here we go. There were 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." And the fifth one said, "I am ready for some fun." So went the wind and out went the light, and the 5 little pumpkins went rolling out of sight. All right, very good. So let's get started. So I told you all, today we are doing the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. And for this activity, I'm going to be changing my voice a lot, all right? And I'm going to explain how I changed my voice at the end of the program, okay? So I'm ready to get started. If you're ready, give me a big thumbs up wherever you are watching this, all right? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now, I want to make this story a little bit different than the traditional Jack and the Beanstalk story. So if it's okay, I would like to do it where Jack is a girl instead of a boy, all right? Now, Jack was at home with her mommy, and mommy was making some delicious supper, like some really good dinner. What do you all like to eat for dinner? I like macaroni and cheese. I like pork chops, right? So imagine whatever your favorite meal was. And mommy and Jack were making this. But mommy ran out of some ingredients to make their dinner. And so mommy wanted Jack to go to the store and buy, let's see, what ingredients should we buy? We're gonna buy some milk. Let's get some milk and let's have some fresh fruit for our dinner. So, mommy wanted Jack to go to the store, buy some milk, buy some bananas and strawberries. And she gave Jack her money and said, go to the store and buy the milk, strawberries, and bananas. And do you want to know what Jack said? Jack said,
Okay, Mommy, I promise I'll buy the milk, I'll buy the bananas, and I'll buy the strawberries.
now, did my voice get really silly then? I think my voice did get silly. And so mommy said, okay, Jack, be safe and make sure you only buy the things that I said. And Jack said,
Yes, Mommy, I promise I'll only buy the bananas and the milk and the strawberries.
so Jack went to the store. All right, let's pretend I walk to the store. We're walking to the store. We're going to buy some milk. We're going to buy some bananas. And we'll buy some strawberries. And Jack went to the grocery store and Jack's pushing the cart around. And she found the milk. Everyone put your milk in your imaginary cart. Let's walk around. Let's put the strawberries in your imaginary cart. And let's put those bananas in your imaginary cart. Now, while getting everything, she was about to check out, but she saw a mysterious woman selling something. So Jack was a very curious child. And she said, I'm going to go check that out. So she walked over to the woman, and the woman sounded like this. She said,
Hello there, Jack. I have some special beans. And these special beans are very special because they can go into the ground, and when they grow, they'll grow a big magical beanstalk that will go all the way up to the sky. Do you want to buy my magical beans?
now I need your help. Should Jack buy those magical beans? What do you think? Let's show a sign with thumbs up. So do you think she should buy the magical beans or thumbs down for no? I don't think she should because remember, mommy said only get the milk, the strawberries, and the bananas. But Jack, again, was a very curious child. So Jack said,
Okay, I'll buy the magical beans.
and she gave the strange woman her money that mommy gave her just for the groceries. And the woman handed Jack the beans and said,
Have fun.
did that sound really scary? That was a little scary, right? So Jack put all of those other groceries away. She took her magical beans and she ran home to her mommy and she ran home and showed mommy the magical beans and said, she said,
Mommy, I have my magical beans. I didn't get the milk and I didn't get the bananas and I didn't get the strawberries, but I have the magical beans.
and mommy was so upset. I want you all to show me a big angry face. Can you show me a big angry face? You ready? Set, go. Yes, that's the look that my mommy would give me if I disobeyed her. And so mommy took the magical beans and she threw them out. Okay, on a count of three, take your pretend beans and we're gonna throw them out of the window. You ready? 1, 2, 3, throw the beans away. And mommy threw the beans away and Jack was very upset and mommy said, Jack, go to your room. And Jack went to her room and she was so upset. She said,
I'm so mad that my mommy threw away my magical beans.
and she went to bed angry. But when she woke up the next morning, she stretched. Everyone stretched. And she looked outside and she saw a huge magical beanstalk. And it was so huge and it was going past her house, past the clouds. She couldn't even see the top of it. So, since she was a very curious child, she said, I'm going to climb up that beanstalk. Give me a thumbs up if you think she should climb up the beanstalk, or a thumbs down if you think she shouldn't. I don't think she should, but she decided to climb up the beanstalk. Everyone, let's climb up the beanstalk. Here we go.
We're climbing up the beanstalk. We're climbing, and
So she climbed to the top. She was so high up and she looked around, and it was a huge castle surrounded by a moat. And a moat is just a body of water that's going around a house or a castle or something like that. So she's so small compared to everything that she sees, but she's very curious. So she decides to swim through the moat. Let's swim through the moat. The door is so huge that she can just squeeze under it. So she went under the door. And she's under the door, and she walks inside, and she sees a huge room with a huge dining table with all of her favorite foods. It had cupcakes. It had gummy bears. It had pizza. It had mac and cheese. It had french fries and hamburgers, all that junk food that Jack really loved to eat. And Jack couldn't help herself, and she said, and she ate the food really fast. Everyone eat it up. She ate up the food. But while she was eating the food, she heard a sound, almost like giant footsteps. Do you all know what sound that is? I don't know. And it started to get faster and louder. Who was it? Who do you think it is? It's a giant. And the giant burst through the door and said,
"Feed, fly, pull, from. I smell the scent of a little one stealing my food. Who's stealing my food?"
And Jack looked up, and she saw this huge giant standing above her, and she screamed, and she ran away fast. Everybody run really fast. And she went back down to Beanstalk, and she ran home, and she told her mommy,
Mommy, I climbed up the magical beanstalk, and there was a huge giant, and he was upset that I ate his food, and he was going to eat me up.
and do you think mommy was happy about that? Mommy was not happy about that. In fact, mommy gave Jack a big angry face. Show a big angry face. And she was very, very upset, and she told Jack to go back to her room. All right, everyone say, go to your room. So she went back to her room, and Jack, of course, was angry at mommy again and said,
I'm so mad at Mommy. I don't know why she's upset about me going up the beanstalk.
but Jack woke up the next morning, and being the curious child that she was, she wanted to see what else was up that beanstalk. So she climbed all the way back up. Let's all climb up the beanstalk again. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Race you to the top. Go really fast, really fast. And she's back at the top. She swam through the moat again. She crawled under the door, and this time the giant was stroking a golden hen. And the golden hen, every time it was stroked, laid a golden egg. And he's strumming the golden egg, the golden hen, and the eggs are rolling out. And Jack said,
I like some of those golden eggs. They're probably worth a lot of money.
so she grabs the eggs and she's putting them in her pockets. Everyone pick up the imaginary eggs and put them in your pocket and put them in your pocket. But then Jack tripped up because the eggs were so heavy and she fell, and the giant heard that sound, and the giant said,
"Feed, fly, pull, from. I smell the scent of a little one stealing my golden eggs. Who's stealing my golden eggs?"
and Jack looks up and she sees the giant standing over her looking all scary, and she screams again. "Ah!" And she runs away fast. Everyone run away fast. And she climbs back down the beanstalk as fast as she can. And she runs inside to her mommy and says,
Mommy, there was a big giant again, and he was upset that I stole his golden eggs, and he tried to catch me.
and mommy was so mad at Jack. She gave the meanest face. Let's do a big mean face again. You ready? 1, 2, 3. And mommy said, go to your room, Jack, and don't leave. And Jack went back to her room upset and was like,
I don't know why Mommy keeps punishing me and making me go to my room.
and she was upset again and went to bed. And she woke up the next morning and was still curious and still wanted to see what was at the top of that beanstalk. So she climbed up one more time. And she swims through the moat again as she crawls under the door. And this time, the giant is holding a magical harp. Okay? And this harp is a string instrument. It makes really beautiful sounds, almost like a guitar. But the magical harp was special because it could play all by itself. So the giant's holding the magical harp and it's playing the most beautiful music. And Jack loves the sound of it. And Jack says,
I have to have that harp. It's so cool.
so soon as the giant puts the harp on the table and walks out of the room, Jack sneaks in and she grabs the harp and puts it in her bag. And as she starts to walk away, the harp starts playing again and making really loud sound. And the giant hears the sound and he bursts back in the room and looks around and he says,
3, 5, 4, plum. I smell the scent of a little one stealing my golden harp. Who steals my golden harp?
and Jack looks around again and she screams again nice and loud. And she starts to run again. All right, everybody pretend to run. But the giant, because he hears the harp, he can now follow her. And he's chasing, and he says,
Get back here with my harp.
and Jack runs and swims through the moat, and the giant stomps through the moat. And she climbs down the beanstalk, and the giant's climbing down the beanstalk. And Jack gets down to the bottom, and she's so scared because the giant is almost there. He's about to catch up to her. But what should she do to stop the giant? Let's think. Now, let's think, what did she do to make the giant upset? She went into the giant's house. She took his food. She took his golden eggs. And she took his golden harp. Now, instead of chopping down the beanstalk, I have a better idea. I think we should give the giant back everything that we took from him, okay? So the first thing that Jack did was she apologized for taking the giant's food. And she said,
Giant, I am very sorry for taking your food.
and then the next thing she did was what? What was the second thing she took from him? She took his golden eggs. So she started to throw the golden eggs back up to him and said,
Giant, I'm very sorry for taking your eggs.
and she takes the golden harp and she throws it back up to the giant and tells the giant,
I'm very sorry for stealing your golden harp.
and the giant looks back down and he says,
Okay, I forgive you. Just ask next time.
and the giant went back up the beanstalk. And Jack went to her mommy and told mommy everything that happened and told mommy that she apologized. And mommy said, do not disobey me. That's not nice. Are we supposed to tell fibs and lie to our mommy? Never. Are we supposed to do what our mommy and daddies and our grown-ups tell us we should do? Of course, they know best and they always want to just make sure that we're safe, right? So the moral of our story is that we never lie. We always follow the instructions from our grown-ups. And what? We never steal from people. That's not nice either, right? We don't take things that don't belong from us, like Jack did with the golden eggs and the harp and the food from the table. You have to ask permission first, right? That's right. Very good job. Everyone give yourselves a big hand. Now, I'm going to wrap up, but I want to show you how I made those silly sounds. So I'm going to zoom out. Okay, so this was the box that I used to change my voice. And the way it works is when we push a button, it has different what we call presets. And that's pretty much another word for voices. So if I push this button and make sure this knob is set to low, it's going to make my voice sound low.
3, 5, 4, plum.
And if I wanted to sound like he's in a big room, I turn these knobs and I do it again.
3, 5, 4, plum.
But if I want to make it sound high, I turn the knob that says high, and now
I sound like this. La, 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 la.
so we can do that sound, we can do bird sounds, or we can even do robot sounds. I am Mr. Frank the Robot. So this box allows us to change the sound of our voice. So it's really good for musical storytelling so that we can sound like giants or like little kids or like mommies. I can sound like a mom. Let me see if I can do a mommy voice.
Hello there.
So we can do a lot of really cool voices, and that's what the voice box allows us to do. So it's not magic or anything scary. It's just a computer, pretty much. A computer that allows us to change our voice and connects to this microphone. You see this big microphone right here? That's what's connected to it. So it picks up the sound of my voice, and the microphone sends my voice down to the box, and the box changes my voice, and then that sends it all to you so you can hear it. Okay, so that's how we work our silly box, and that's our story for the day. I hope all of you had a great time. I want to sing our goodbye song, all right? Let's clap our hands like this. Let's sing goodbye. Here we go. Let's say goodbye to our friends, to our friends, our friends. Say goodbye to our friends. We had some fun today. Okay, everybody, I had a lot of fun with you all. Those of you who are watching on Zoom and watching on Facebook, please check us out. Our website is musicplaypatrol.com, and our Facebook page is just facebook.com/musicplaypatrol. For all of the schools out there, we have a streaming service for childcare centers, and it's only $19.99 a month, and we do musical lessons for preschoolers, sing-alongs, and musical storytelling videos, and instrument lessons every single week. We record on our website, and you can stream it all from your classroom or on an iPad or wherever, and that's $19.99, and we're doing a promotion where it's only $9.99. So you can sign up on our website or give us a call. So check out our website and you can sign up. All right, everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm going to head out now. Have a great day. All right, see you later, alligators.